friends, we are going to chat baby books really quickly. I'm going to share with you some of our family favorites and my customers' favorites. And as I share them with you, I'm going to share a couple reasons why Usborne makes the best baby books. We actually didn't really enjoy reading to our kids before we got Usborne books when they were babies, because the books would fall apart so easily with them, or it wasn't engaging for them. They would lose attention, but I'm going to show you a couple of our favorites and what makes them so fantastic. So we love our fold out series. These ones you can read to your child like a storybook. So they do have the pages that you can turn that are really thick, and they have those high contrast kind of Montessori style pages that are great for your kids as they're just brand new newborns, being able to see just those high contrast patterns. But the cool thing about these ones is they actually become a fold out book as well. So you can use them for tummy time with your kiddos, put it out on the ground and work on that neck support, but also talk about colors and counting and animal sounds too. And there's a Christmas version of that one as well, which is huge for great ideas for your kiddos for Christmas time, especially if they're younger. We also love our Little Lift and Look series. This one is Under the Sea, but there's also Bugs, Garden, Jungle, Spotted Frog, Nosy Lion, and the Woods one. And these ones are a great introduction to flap books for babies. Flaps can be for babies too, not just older kids, but you want to make sure they're a really great quality book. So these ones are actually just page extensions. So they're not glued on. There's no extra places for them to grab onto to tear them off. So obviously they are still flaps, but they're just extensions of those pages. And the illustrations are so fun. You get to play hide and seek, peekaboo, all those fun things, and even find the little holes inside the pages. And it's a great introduction to a nonfiction book talking about all those different habitats and things as well. When I talk about baby books, I always emphasize too that my kids always loved drooling and eating books, and the Slide and See series is one of our most durable series for babies. So this one is the Things That Go series, but there's also animals and Christmas, farm, zoo, Under the Sea. So just search Slide and See and you'll see all of those. And they have these really, really thick board book pages, and every single page has a fun little slider. So you can see as the child moves the slider, or if you help them to move the slider, it changes the illustration. So there's little bite-sized pieces of text. Usually they're sound words, which are great for babies. Hearing your voice saying like chugga 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 chugga, woo woo, and things like that too. But they will see how fun and interactive books can be. It's great for that fine motor, for them moving those pages and those sliders as well too. So that one is one of our favorite series too. And all these books so far have been like $10, $14, so really fantastic price points. This one too is so fun. We have tons of wheel books. So they're like a toy and a book in one. So the whole idea with books with babies is introducing books early, showing them how fun it can be. It's a great bonding experience too. And because these ones are toys, if they get a little distracted as you're reading, you can always bring them into playing with the toy with the wheels and things as well too. They are a wipeable material, which is great for sticky hands. And then when they're older, you can also not just use it as a toy and read the story, but you can also count how many flowers are in the garden, or play like a look and find. Can you find a pink mouse? So lots of great learning opportunities. There's a truck one, a bus one, fire truck, and of course our ambulance one. That's our favorite in our house as well too. And then two things that Usborne does really, really well for baby books are sensory and sound. So this one here is really focused on sensory. So it's called Poppy and Sam's Bedtime Book. There's also Poppy and Sam Hide and Seek, Poppy and Sam Christmas, and it has lots of sensory opportunities where you can pet the different animals on the farm and see all those different textures and their fur. You can read the story, but there's also flaps and little peek through holes as well. So this is a great bedtime one because they're putting all those animals to bed. They can see themselves in the mirror, talk about how they go to bed as well too. And the Christmas one is super charming as well. So that one kind of has everything in there, the flaps and the peek throughs and the touchy-feely as well. We also have tons of playbooks. So these ones have lots of different textures. They're great for learning different numbers and describing words, colors. This is one of our favorites, our baby's first touchy-feely book, so you can learn about the red strawberries and green crocodile and be able to describe their textures as soft or hard or scratchy. So those ones are really great as well too. We love using baby books as gifts. So not only just gifts, but like instead of a card. So like this book here, or some of our books that are between like $5 to $10. It's the same price as a card that you would get from when you go to Shoppers Drug Mart. So you can always purchase a book for a baby for a shower or whatnot, and then write a little note to them in it as well. So it can be safe on their bookshelf, saved on their bookshelf, and they can read that little letter from you as well too. And then last but not least, I save these ones for the last because they are our favorites. They look so beautiful when they're in a nursery or in a child's room, but they are our sound books. So we have sound and music books. So this one here is from our Don't Tickle series. We have Don't Tickle the Pig, brand new Don't Tickle the Crocodile, Don't Tickle the Bear, the Unicorn as well, and Don't Tickle the Tiger. So the fun thing about these is they don't just have the touchy-feely textures, they also have sound too. So when you turn on the switch and you tickle them, then you can hear all the fun animal sounds as well. So a lot of you said that your kiddos were into animals and the sounds that they make. So this would be a really fun series for them as well. And my favorite feature, other than the touchy-feely textures and the sound, are the different shaped pages. So for little ones that are having a hard time to turn just one page at a time with just regular square pages, these ones have the different shapes, so you can just turn them easily and just turn one page at a time, which is great. You don't have kids skipping to the very end of the book because they can't turn those pages. We also have other sound ones like seashore sounds or bird sounds that have sensors inside each page. So there are 2 on every single page, so you can hear the stories come to life as well. So there's little peek through holes for their fingers to go through, play peekaboo, and I say these ones are like a movie in a book. My kids have loved these ones for a long time. It was one of the first series that we got, and we still read all of them almost every day at bedtime as well. So that's our sound books there. And last but not least, we also have music books, like our Mozart music book, our calming music book, and these are so great for developing really great bedtime routines. So if you're looking for a book that you can read every night before bed, or that kind of puts your kids in that mindset of sleep and things like that too, our calming music book has those sensors as well, and it plays calming music on each page. So you can hear about the koala on this page, and little lions. And when kids get older, you can actually read it to them as well, and it helps them to kind of calm down with the story as well. So this one says, now try lying on your front like the lion cubs. Relax your fingers and your toes and let the music wash over you. So you can get your child, if they're a toddler, if they're having a meltdown, they can actually do the things that the book is saying as the music is playing in the background as well, which is really cool there too. So those ones are our music books. So hopefully that gives you guys some ideas of some of our favorite baby books. There is a drop-down menu on the Party link. So if you go to the Party website or you go to my website, you will see a little drop down that says baby books or baby and toddler books, and you'll see all of these available there sorted by age. So you can always search them by title, or you can also find them in that little drop down as well too. So you guys can drop your favorite in the comments. Let me know which ones you really like for your little kiddos, or if you're thinking about Christmas, or you're thinking about birthdays or gifts and things for kids that are in your lives as well. Then let me know which ones you're loving, and I will share a little bit more about some other ages a little bit later.